See, working hard is good, but working hard is hard. I prefer working smart. And one of the ways you can work smartly is to get international remote jobs. You get paid at international standard and you get paid in dollars. And you see those ones with recurring revenue, like you take out some time to do the work and the revenue comes in recurringly. Man, that's smart. So if you know how to work hard at working smart, then you're a money-making genius. It's simple. So in this video, we're going to discuss 10 jobs that you can do remotely and they will pay you in dollars. Welcome back. My name is Pascal Okwara. This is Top 10 Nigeria and you are on the front row seat. Now, the list that I made, I started from the ones that are encompassing. Life itself must have prepared you for the skills that are required into this, down to the ones that require specific trainings to get on it. And if you watch till the end of this video, I'm going to give you a list of companies that you can register on and people will come and hire you based on the skills that you say you have. In our next video, we are going to take one of those companies and, as usual, go step by step on how you can register, create your portfolios, upload some of the work you have done, and how you can best position yourself so that people will see you and hire you and pay you that money that we need to get. That's one of the reasons why you need to subscribe to this channel, because if you subscribe and click on the bell icon, YouTube will notify you when we post that video. Let's get to it. Number 1, online courses. Online courses is beautiful. I love online courses because, like I said, life must have prepared you for this. If you are intelligent in any field, if you know how to do any particular kind of job well, you know how to cook a particular soup well, there's a market for it. You know how to sweep your room well, vacuum clean your room well, there's a market for it. As long as you are good at something, if you have received any formal education, or even if you have not, any work that you are doing, anything that you know you are good at prepares you for this. All you need to do is to make a video of step-by-step process on how to make that particular thing, upload it, and it is one of those businesses that has recurrent revenue value. What does that mean? It means that you make this thing one time, upload it, and people will come and pay for that course or buy the course. All right, the same course that A bought, B can buy. So over a period of 1 month, 2 months, you see people coming to buy the same courses, even a year, if the course is still relevant. So this is a field that I believe that anyone can actually get into, provided you are good at something. Number 2, consultancy. Consultancy requires that you have a formal education at something and at the same time have experience in that field. So I see a lot of people on Twitter that have pharmaceutical background, medical background, legal background, and they teach people a lot of things. They answer questions on burning topics, things that are confusing to people. They make it clear to a very large extent. You qualify to be in this field, because all a consultant does is that they tell you a unique circumstance, and based on your training and your experience, you tell them this is the best approach to use in order to achieve their goal. So if you have that kind of skill, you are qualified to get an international remote job. Number 3, writing and translation. This is another one that can carry a lot of people in this group. Writing. A lot of people have blogs that are monetized. However, they need content to be on this blog at all times. So if it is a blog that covers technology, they will need technological writers. So if you're an engineer or you have any science course or any technically inclined course, you can fit into this field. So as you would imagine, there are several blogs covering several topics all over the world. Now you can find a place to fit yourself into. Translation, you are vast in 2 languages, your local language or 2 international languages. It makes good sense to be there. There's another field under this, transcribing. Some people will require that you write lyrics of a song. They give you a song, you listen to it and type the lyrics that you heard. They will transfer that same song to several other people. Now, if most people heard a particular thing, that means they are getting a system. So they will review whatever work you do and accept it. Some people want subtitle for their courses or for their programs or for their TVs and the rest of them. So they will give you a short clip, maybe 30-second short clip, for you to listen to a conversation. It's a conversation, and write exactly what you heard. They will take that same course, give to another person to review. So you're actually the transcriber and you're also the reviewer, because you review some other people's work and other people will review your work. So the better you get at this, the more you earn. Number 4, digital marketing. Digital marketing is actually marketing, but digital. It doesn't involve anything to do with traditional media, TV, radio, newspaper, the rest of them. Alright, so if you are good at marketing on the social media, you're good at marketing on the internet, the World Wide Web, on websites, you know how to handle Google Ads and the rest of them, you fit into this bracket. You can do Instagram posts, you can do Facebook adverts, you fit into this bracket. A lot of people want their social media handled for them, managed for them. So all you need to do is to, present your portfolio, what you have done, what you have achieved, and voila, people will come to you and hire you to manage their social media profile and pay you according to the work that you do. As a matter of fact, in our upcoming video, we're going to take on some of the courses which you can find free of charge online that you can take, and it will better equip you for this kind of jobs. So even if you are not a digital marketer, there are courses that you can take that will enlighten you more on how to handle these jobs. And if you can take those courses and complete them, you position yourself better in order to get this money. It's an upcoming video. Subscribe and you'll be notified when it comes up. Number 5, graphic design. A lot of people fit into this bracket. I don't have to explain what graphic design is. Now, to tell you how big graphic design is, there are marketplaces dedicated specifically to graphic designers. People want design for several products every single day. All they want is to give you their team color, tell you what it is about, and you come up with designs for them. And if they like it, they pay you, and voila, you have made that money. All they want is to collect the finished work, take it to printer, and they have printed the job. It's so much cheaper than hiring a graphic designer to come and design your work in-house. And even when you have a graphic designer, there is something about outsourcing work. You will get a different perspective from your graphic designer. Most people are creative, but their creativity is tailored towards their background, their upbringing, their experience. Now, when you try the creativity of some other person in another background, in another field, it gives you a different perspective to a particular design. That's why you can have 20 people designing one particular product and they come up with different concepts on how to best present those products. So, graphic designer, you are qualified to get these international jobs. Number 6, website development. This is a common field for many people. Website development is really good. There are several content management systems. There are several apps that you can use to develop websites without knowing how to program. WordPress is a good one. If you learn how to use WordPress is an open source package or app that you can use to make websites. And because it's open source, a lot of developers have plugged into it and made plugins and widgets that you can use to create a vast number of websites, different types of websites that you can create on WordPress. So it's a niche on its own. I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn how to do programming. Programming actually is on this list. If you know how to write PHP, HTML, CSS, it will help enhance your experience. But with some of these apps, you may not know how to write one single programming language, and you are making money from it. I've done several jobs, website development. There is actually a company that I worked for. Now, that company hires you to make the website for their clients. Nonetheless, their client does not know that they are hiring you. So therefore, what it means is that they are sourcing the work they get to you to do at a cheaper cost for them. So what happens is that I'll develop the website and they'll present it to the customer will make adjustments and get back to you. You update those adjustments and then you hand over to them to round up. They will do the final hosting, they will do any slight customization that might be required on it for the customer, and that's it. They pay you. What's my own? They outsourced it and I like the contract. It's a good contract. So I make money making websites, not even completing the website. Alright? So there are opportunities out there that you can get into and get remotely paid in dollars. Number 7, video editing and animation. Now, this requires some kind of skills. As a matter of fact, it also requires some kind of hardware. You need to have a special kind of laptop for you to really be good in video editing and animation. Your laptop needs to have dedicated graphics card, high processing speed. You need a lot of space, because if you don't have that kind of work, you get frustrated. I've done animation and tried to render a 3D animation of about 15 seconds. I think it took me like 3 hours or 4 to do on that particular kind of system. You can imagine a 15 seconds 3D animation and it's taking you 3 hours to render. And you might render it and find out there is a mistake somewhere and you go back and start rendering again. So this requires a certain kind of skill. But the good news is that you can make intro, you can make outro, you can make documentary, you can make adverts for several people. So it's a very good field to get into. Animation is beautiful. A lot of people love animated movies. I love animation. I'm a cartoon lover at heart. I still watch cartoons up to now. But to make animations are done frame by frame. There are some gadgets now that you can use to, act it in, and character animation. You act it out and it will be animated for you. But it's still required to put it into backgrounds. There are lighting. There are several parts of. Try and look at the end credits of an animated movie. The movie you watch is probably not up to 2 hours, but it might have as much as 100 animators that develop that movie, and it might take them 2 years to complete the movie. But it's a great field. The more specialized it is, the more they will pay you. So get into it. I always say, a year from today, you wish you started now. So get into it, even if it takes you a year to learn a particular course. Check if you have passion for it. If you love it, get into it. Do all you can, because this makes sense. International standard payment in dollars. Number 8, music development. There are subcategories in this. You can make intros, you can make jingles, you can make outros, you can make adverts. You can teach people on how to do several things in music. There are apps for you to make beats. Some people just don't want to do that, or they don't have time for it, or they can outsource it to you. They prefer that they tell you their unique situation and you customize for them. So if you're good in music and audio editing, you are ripe for this field. You can actually, as a freelancer with these music development skills, get an internationally paying job and receive your money in dollars. Number 9, programming. I love programming. Now, the reason why I love programming is the future. There is basically no electronic on earth that runs a kind of software that is not handled by a programmer. Now, there are several programming languages out there to achieve several goals. Just look for one of them. Pick the one that you love most. Come closer. Do you know that people pay to get additional life, digital life, to play games? Do you know people pay to advance some stages in games? There's one lady that I worked, a former colleague of mine. She actually has a separate phone for playing games, because the game she played, the free version limits you per time. So which means you play to a certain time, it will stop working until the next 6 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours. So in order to circumvent that, she has a separate phone where she changes the time on the phone in order to circumvent that particular option. So you go to her phone, you find out that she's already in 2025 because of the game. But not everybody does that. Nobody wants to go through that kind of stress. So some people actually pay in order to get additional life or get additional time in order to play a particular game. For me, this is a field I have to get into. For you, it could be something different. Look for something that is passionate to you, something that you love about programming, something that you hope to achieve. Another thing I hope to achieve with programming is app development. I want to convert several things to apps. I want to reduce several processes to apps. I want to look at a company and say, look, the processes that you take before you release this kind of product is too much. What if I make an app for you that you can do this and this, and automatically the app will notify this person and that person. This person and that person will give their approval. The app will notify this person and that person and send a particular code to this person, and this person uses the code to go. The app is working for you in the background. So those are the 2 reasons why I need to get into programming. Find your own reasons to get into programming, and that will drive you in order to do well, because programming is the future. It's not going away. Technology is here to stay. We are not retrogressing. We are actually improving with technology. So it will always continue to be a trend, and it will always be in vogue. And if you know what you're doing in programming, you will be a rich man or woman. Number 10, the last but not the least, is data management. Data management is a field that will always be there. You require data to make plans. You require data to make things. You require data in order to forecast what will happen in the next 20 years. Alright, so with data management, it always be present. They work hand in hand with several companies. They hire them. I'm sure you must have seen adverts of companies asking for data managers. Some companies might actually offer you to relocate if you are good at data management. So these are some of the fields that you need to get into, and they will get you a remotely paying job that you work from the comfort of your home or your office and get paid in dollars. Which companies would hire you? Which companies provide a platform for you to showcase what you can do and connect you with the people that can hire you? I'm going to list them, and in our subsequent video, we'll take one of those companies and go step by step on how you can register on them. Number 1 is Fiverr. 2, Upwork. 3, TopTal. 4, Guru. 5, Freelancer. 6, People Per Hour. 7, Equint. 8, 99 Designs. 9, Solid Gigs. 10, Webflow Experts. 11, Authentic Jobs. 12, Gumroad. 13, LinkedIn Pro. 14, Design Hill. 15, We Work Remotely. 17, Behance. 18, Simply Hired. 19, Dribble. 20, Angel List. 21, Design Crowd. 22, Juno. And 23, Tax Rabbits. Now these companies are listed, have several systems they operate. Some of them are specific to, say, design. It's only design work that they handle. Some are specific to website development works. Nonetheless, some of them are comprehensive. In our next video, we're going to take one of these companies and handle step by step how to get on it. Nonetheless, I've given you the substance that you need. Do a little bit of research and you'll be ready for our next video. Until we come your way next time with the next video, thanks for watching. My name is Pascal Okwara. This is Top 10 Nigeria, and we're out.